Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, June 19th, and another decent start to the day, although we do get some showers and thunder showers that'll move through the area throughout at least the morning hours. I think the best chance once we get past today will be across the far southern parts of the state down into the Ohio Valley. Again, so we'll expect those showers and thunderstorms today. And then again, I think Wednesday we have another chance, and then we'll see lots of sunshine, I think, as we get into Thursday and Friday. High temperatures for much of the rest of this week will be in the 70s, and then we could be looking at a fairly wet or stormy weekend, especially for Friday night into Saturday night, and we'll keep an eye on that and see if that lingers into Sunday as well. And if we look at yesterday, we had a high of 87.9, a low of 70.5. We are now above normal for the month, just about a half a degree above normal. And if we look at the satellite view from yesterday, you can see these thunderstorms that ripped through the thumb area and over towards London, where they picked up over an inch of rain in many locations from this particular storm. And you can see many of these storms around the Ring of Fire, the heat dome that was located over much of the center and eastern portion of the U.S. If we look at the some of the high temperatures yesterday and some of the heat indexes, you can see Blissfield and Jasper in the low 90s, as well as St. Thomas and Tupperville over in southwest Ontario, and some of the heat indices there. And you can see some of the rainfall, and here's that pretty significant rain. About 90 minutes, about an inch and a half of rain at Marlette, over an inch at London. I was hoping to get maybe some pictures of that monsoonal downpour, but I didn't get any this morning. If I get some, we'll show it tomorrow. And if we look at, again, here's the rainfall, 1.46 in about 90 minutes, and at one point it was raining at a rate of 9.6 inches per hour. Obviously it didn't sustain that, or they'd have had some real problems, but certainly it really came down for a while over in the Marlette area. If we look at temperatures this morning, again, temperatures pretty warm out there in the mid to upper 60s in many locations, although cool spot in the thumb area at Brown City at 61, and the warm spot this morning, 69 at Jasper. Blissfield Station went down last night, so we're missing some of the rainfall and some of the temperatures this morning from that area. You can see on the radar this morning some of those scattered showers are going to be moving back into the area. And again, eventually, though, we're going to see that area of sag to the south here, especially once we get into Thursday. But for today into tomorrow, there'll be some scattered showers and thunderstorms around the area. Again, most of the time I think it'll be dry, but do have an umbrella ready if you're going to be outdoors anytime today. If we look at the weather map this morning, you can see that stationary boundary. This will be the weather map as again this morning, and this eventually sag further south. All the heaviest rains look like it'll be across the northern Ohio Valley, but again, it's close enough where our southern portions of the state will need to keep an eye on some of those storms that could produce some heavy rainfall, especially as you can see down near Benton Harbor, down in that area. And if we look at the precipitation forecast over the next 7 days, you can see very heavy rains again across much of the Corn Belt into the Ohio Valley. And again, very close to some of those heavy rains will be portions of southern lower Michigan. And again, we've seen that kind of as a broken record here for the last month or 6 weeks or so, where the most significant rains have been across the southern part of the state. And that looks like that's the setup again coming up here over the next 7 days. Now, as far as the extended outlook, the 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 day outlooks, it looks like we're going to continue to be fairly warm across much of the U.S. with near to maybe slightly above normal precipitation here in the Great Lakes, and as well as much of the center portions of the eastern U.S. and all the way from New England down to Florida. Looks to be some of the wetter areas here over the next 2 weeks. As far as weather watch this morning, again, the heat now suppressed well to the south, where there are heat advisories and excessive heat warnings and some flash flood watches as you get out to our southwest. But again, for Michigan right now, it looks like no severe weather expected, although we'll watch for some potentially locally heavy rains across the area here over the next 36 hours. As far as the forecast goes, again, see mainly 70s right on through the weekend. Again, chance of showers and thunderstorms. The best chance will be this morning into early afternoon over the southern half of the lower peninsula. Another chance of some thunderstorms as we get into Wednesday. A much better chance of showers and thunderstorms Friday night into Saturday. It could linger into Sunday as well. I think we could see precipitation amounts around a ½ inch to an inch from this system. This looks like a pretty decent rainfall maker. So looks like at least for the start of the weekend, I think conditions won't be all that great for the outdoor activities. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.